Hey guys, so today kind of what I'm going to be going over is I'm going to be going over my plans for my channel, what I kind of want to accomplish with this channel and what I want to document and what kind of footage I'm going to be producing in the future. And we're going to be going over kind of what my plans are for some of the vehicles I have currently and if I have any plans to replace those vehicles. So let's get into it. So I think the first thing I should get out of the way, which is arguably the most important thing, should be that I'm going to be documenting a lot of car events I go to this summer. I'll be going to Automotion this May, and that'll be a lot of fun content. I'll have the Skyline there for sure if I have it done by then. I'll have 2 months to get everything done I need to get done on it, which I'll talk about that later in the video, but I should be able to have the Skyline at Automotion. I'll be recording a lot of local car events. There's a car meet cruise in my town that I'll be recording pretty much weekly at the very least. And then I'll also be going to Road America this summer, which is a racetrack in Wisconsin in Elkhart Lake. So I'll be going there with the Skyline and recording some video of that. A couple friends and I are staying, kind of camping out right on the track. So that'll be a lot of fun, I feel like. That'll be a really great time, and I think those car events will arguably be the best content I'll be releasing this summer. We'll have to see, but I think that will be some of the best content. I'm really excited for that. The next thing I want to achieve with my channel is I want to cover my daily life and my vehicle shenanigans. That's a big part of my life, is of course my daily life. So we'll be kind of going over what I do every day, whether it be working on cars, hanging out with friends, doing anything that I feel would be remotely enjoyable for you guys to watch. That will be on video. And then I will also be recording and covering if I purchase or replace any more vehicles. I currently don't have any plans for that. I don't doubt that it'll happen this summer. I'm just trying to get my E36 sold right now. Besides that, I don't really have any other vehicle purchasing, but I have a lot of modifications in mind that I'll be getting out of the way this summer. So let's kind of get into that. So the first vehicle that I want to go over is my Skyline. I already have a really rare Japanese RSR full turbo back exhaust for it. So that will be going on the Skyline probably within at least the first week of me moving into my place. I don't have a lot of stuff to move since I currently live with my parents, so once I'm all moved out, that'll be perfectly fine, and we'll kind of be getting into more of the Skyline stuff. Before Automotion, I need to get figured out the RB25 oiling issues. So my car is a GTS 25T. Surprisingly, a lot of people think it's a GTR, but it's actually not. The GTR is all-wheel drive. They only made them in coupes, and they came with the RB26 DETT, which is a twin-turbo 2.6 liter straight six twin cam motor, fuel injected. So my car is the RB25 DET, which is just a 2.5 liter straight six single turbo rear wheel drive, and my car is a sedan. So that kind of sets it apart from what you normally see. And in general, a Skyline, you don't really see those at all. Then I'm going to be putting in an oil pressure sensor, and that'll give me an exact readout of my oil pressure, and that will be able to tell me whether or not I have any oiling issues that I need to get sorted before I start doing anything further, like taking it long trips. I don't want to blow my motor. Next is going to be simple bolt-ons pretty much. I'm not planning on really touching the motor. I'll be doing an HKS intake, HKS SQV blow-off valve, Greddy intercooler kit, just basic bolt-ons. What my hope is that I want to make the car more responsive, and I want to make me feel personally more connected with the car. I will also probably be doing an aftermarket steering wheel. I'll be getting new tires, and it currently has aftermarket R33 GTR wheels on it, and I like the fitment of that. I'll be keeping those wheels unless I can find wheels that are a similar fitment to that car, so that I can kind of keep in track with what I want to do. Again, I'm going to be doing a lot of bolt-ons before I delve into some crazy, really in-depth projects. Get them all to a standard where I think I've had my fun with them. The next vehicle I'll be going over what I want to modify is the Miata. So the Miata, the intake filter, I don't know if you guys saw in the video, it was pretty dirty. So I'll be cleaning that up. I ordered a K&N intake filter recharge kit, so I'll be cleaning up that filter, and I also ordered a Racing Beat 4-to-1 header and a Racing Beat cat delete, or what they call a race pipe. So I ordered those, and once that's done, I'll be getting a new radiator. I want to do Tien or Tyne Street Bases Z coilovers. My friend Kevin had them on his black NB, and I really liked those coilovers. So, and then it has an interesting intake stutter issue. I think the timing might be off, and it also might be due to the filter. So we'll see after I clean up the filter if that's what it is. If it isn't, I'm gonna check timing, and then we're gonna try to kind of figure out what problem that could be. So now that we're kind of done with the Miata, we can get into my plans of the Escalade. With the Escalade, the first thing it needs is an oil change. That's something I'm going to be doing really soon here. I think it's 4,500 miles into its current oil change, so definitely needs an oil change, but that's nothing. I'll get that done. Don't really care about that. Then my brother and I have some plans for a large sub setup. Our current plan is we're going to be doing a ported box, twin 15s towards the top. When you look at the rear end of the Escalade, the box is going to take up from the third row to the door. It's going to be packed. There's going to be two 15s on top, and then I want to maybe put some 6x9s, some actual speakers on the other side so it can reflect and come back into the cabin. It's going to be loud. I want this thing to be absolutely ridiculous. The audio section of that, there will be no expenses spared. That'll be a lot of fun, and that'll be exciting for next winter because that will be probably my daily. This summer, otherwise, I don't see myself using it more than if I need to tow a car or if I need to haul 7 people. Again, I don't really see a use for that. That's just kind of what my plans for the Escalade are. Now the Accord, my 2019 Honda Accord, that I have very little plans for. The only plans I have for my Accord is I was going to be doing an infinite baffle subwoofer setup, which is right behind the rear seat. In the trunk you're going to be putting like a wall, like either wood or something, and I'll mount the subs to that, and what it'll use is I'll still have my trunk as usable space. What it'll do is it'll utilize the entire trunk as a subwoofer enclosure. So that'll be really perfect, and that'll kind of add that extra quality and that extra bump that the 2019 Honda Accord really lacks. That's my problem with the Accord, is the speakers really aren't great. The sound system in general really isn't that great. I don't think Honda in general is known for their quality of factory sound systems, but that's something I will be improving. Now that we're done with the Accord, I can kind of get into what I want to do with the Firebird. So as some of you might not know, I do have a 1994 Pontiac Firebird Formula, which is a LT1 car, LT1 V8, T56 6-speed. It's a wonderful car. I'm going to be keeping it stock. I think it has roughly 30-some thousand miles. I have no clue. I haven't looked at the car in a while, but that car, it needs at the very least a thermostat, and if not the thermostat, then I'll be getting a water pump. And I just kind of want to keep it as stock and reliable as possible. That car is bone stock already. I love it as is. If I'm going to be doing anything, it's going to be doing a legit dual exhaust and maybe an intake and a tune. Maybe, if I decide to do anything. I don't really see that happening. Firebird's kind of my nice car that I don't really want to touch. So now that we know what I want to do with the Firebird, I think that's the end of this video. This video will be helpful for both you guys as the viewers and for me personally, because it kind of helps me get in my plans what I want to get done, and then it helps you kind of know what you're looking forward to over the next couple months for content. So thank you guys for watching this video. Again, if there's anything quality-wise, mic quality-wise, editing-wise that you would like me to change, feel free to comment, or you can shoot me a message on Facebook, anything like that. Let me know. That's something I really want to be on board with. I know there's always improvements in quality that can be made, so definitely let me know what I can do to improve my videos. So again, thank you for watching, and have a nice day.